what would be the next one I would do? We'll test out blue-green just to see what it looks like. To see if we really would even want to use either of them. Okay. See, now I can make another deck. And you could choose which deck you're going to start with. You could change it per match. And tweak those for the sideboard, or you can just completely change which deck you're using in your sideboard whenever you go to your sideboard. So you could be using black-red, and then they sideboard versus black-red, and you have a decent, completely two different color one, where blue-green, and they're like, oh wait, I sideboarded versus black-red. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But I am going to make the different decks just to see which one would be better, and plus also give time to try out exactly what. I mean, my first match, I'm going to choose which one I think is the best, and as I'm playing it, it might not go the way that I thought it was going to go. So I would try a different one. Okay, well, this one I thought was pretty good too. Let's see how this one goes. And if that one goes better, then I'm just going to start playing with that one instead. So it's pretty neat. I like that you have infinite number of time to create your decks, and then whenever you're ready, you have you just press a button that says I want to play, and you can do it at any time, and as long as it's during the actual pre-release times. But yeah, I think it's actually really cool. You don't really get to do stuff like this when it comes to the actual pre-release. Okay, so I really don't like playing this guy. So I'm gonna take both of them out. I think he's more of a sideboard. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. A lot of 3-drops, not so much on the 1 or 2. Let's get rid of that. Let's see, that's what, 12 creatures? Ouch. So, I mean, I could use these colors versus, or combination with black, so there's some benefit there. I don't think that's a good one. This isn't going to benefit us. Sideboard. I don't think we're really looking to get Delirium except for this guy. That's one guy. I'm not going to build around Delirium for one guy. Yeah, that is the only card. Oh, yeah, this isn't that good of a card anyways. So these are the, I mean, this isn't even really that good, but it's alright. I wouldn't even have that in the main. It only counters if it targets your permanents, so it's not like you're countering other things. Oh, excuse me, man. I mean, it's still got pretty decent cards. This it does ramp them, but if they have a creature that it's so powerful and they have plenty of land anyways, yeah, change it into a land. There you go. And Jace is just obviously good. I mean, I guess we could, if we go blue, we go more of the counter. I mean, that is pretty annoying um, to be countered all those times. I mean, we got this to exile, this to counter, and this for the first spell. I mean, that is going to be annoying for them, so, but it's not going to be annoying late game. Unless it's top decking, and then it kind of sets them back one turn, so. But I got a lot of drops on turn 3, so it's not like I'm going to be holding these in my hand. These counter, or these, man. I just really don't think. I mean, obviously, blue-green is not a thing. I mean, we can add this. Let's not forget that. I don't know what's that all about. Okay, so sort by for mana cost. I mean, we do have this, and I mean, not the greatest. We are using a lot of our blue spells, though. I mean, we have a lot of 3-drops, but they're not going to really do good at defending. Or stalling out the board. We do have a ramp. Yeah, I mean, for sure, blue-green is not a thing. Let's see what... I don't think black-green is a thing, just to show why. Okay, let's go ahead and that back up, that back up. Alright, so if we do black, separate, by mana cost, we have a lot of creatures. We have 1 trick, 2, that's it. Unfortunately, it's going to be green with either red, blue, or white, or black with red, blue, or white. Well, obviously, green's not going to be with blue. But there are a lot of spells in blue, and a lot of spells in red. So, green can go with probably red, but I don't know, I just don't think green is going to benefit too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and combined, sort by color. Let's get having problems. Alright, here we go. Let's work. Let's go ahead and try red. Let's see how this looks. Separate, sort by for mana cost. Yeah, 16 creatures. I think that's pretty good. I know this looks a lot better. Probably used all, not that. Not that. Not that. I mean, right here is a deck. I would take out one more thing. Is there a creature I really don't care for? I mean, this is probably more sideboard. So, yeah. I mean, even though that was pretty quick and easy, but, I mean, it could pretty easily be the deck to use. Let's sort by color. So, we do have a 4-drop that's 2 green, but we got so many 2 red. I'm not going to want to go too crazy like 10, 7. I would rather just go ahead and do 9, 8. Have more of a chance of making sure to get both colors. So let's go ahead and add that. Change this to red. Oh, man. Cancel? Okay, good. Red, green. Red definitely I think is the color to use, but we'll see. Alright, let's make another one. Save. Oops. Let's copy that. Paste that in. Okay. Alright. So, since we are liking red, let's see what blue-red looks like. Separate, sort. Ooh, no 1-drops. Convert mana costs. Make sure. Okay. So, this I would definitely say is going to be more of a spell deck. I still wouldn't want 2, but 1 I think it is actually fine. Let's not forget this guy is actually in here too. These equipments, I don't really think of this may be worth it, but this definitely isn't. Paying 2 and then your turn 2 and turn 3 you're using up your turns just to cast and equip. This, yeah, you're only using your turn 3, but if I feel like there's a place for it, then I might use it, but it's more of a defense one, which I think this actually might be suitable for it, but let's just go ahead and go through. I definitely think this deck's going to be more of a control kind of aspect. So, creature-wise, I really don't think I would use all these, but we'll keep them in for right now. These are good. For control, good. I would hate to do this, but I think with this, we are not going to target our creatures and buff them. If we have room for it, we'll add a few, but we're not going to build around it. This is going to be more of a control, which definitely is controlling. Alright. So, we only have one way to bounce. Well, 2. Maybe let's get rid of this, because it's not that great. And how many? That's 11, so we would have to go down to 13 creatures. Or 12 creatures. be doing more defending than attacking. Unfortunately, same thing with these guys, but they got prowess, so. Maybe? And we gotta do 17 land. We definitely. Maybe get rid of this. Yeah. We'll get rid of that since we have a capability of getting a 6/5 creature. So. I think this is kind of interesting. I really don't enjoy it. I don't like having. For one, this isn't that great of a card, but we do have a lot of answers for their creatures, so I think it'd be interesting, but I really don't think it's going to work. We're still going to save it. So we got blue, red. But let's go ahead and combine them, sort by color. And it does make it to where our color base is kind of wonky. But I think red will be, yeah, they say something else. It's because, no, yeah, I think early on we're going to need red more than blue, so, oh, that's why they were adding it, because of this card. Excuse me. Alright, so yeah, save the deck. Let's see, black with, not with green, I guess blue. So let's go ahead, move this, move lands, yeah, that right there. Okay. Yeah, let's just grab all of them. Same thing with, well, let's see. Any of these would I use? Might use that. Might use one of those. I might use that. Okay. Separate, sort, mana cost. Alright. So I think this is actually pretty decent. We got black covers the creature end and blue covers the spell end. I think that's pretty good. Let's see, 22 creatures. I really don't like that card. Kind of awkward having both of these guys. I mean, obviously this card is better than the Steed, but we might want to just discard cards, so I'm keeping them in for right now. I think this one is not going to be as defensive, but blue, the cards that we have are being defensive, so I really don't think a combination of black and blue is going to work. Man, I really wanted to be blue just in hopes to play Jace, but I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, I think our best one is either continue without saving. Either red green, which it has a pretty decent deck, good control, good ways to have cards in your hand, and then good late game. So I think green red is pretty decent, but I think black red is what we're going to try out. Definitely think it's aggressive enough and benefits each other. So yeah, I think we'll give this a try. I don't think we're going to try any other builds. Red definitely is the color to use even though I wanted to use blue. I really don't think this is going to be very good. So I might change to a red-green deck and see how that goes, but starting off, we are going to try the black-red. So, alright, next we will go ahead and get into a match and see how the deck goes. Alright, want to thank you for watching, and if you could hit that like button and subscribe. I am going to do more of these, and plus also all the other types of recordings I've been doing, and subscribe and follow me. Alright, and I'll catch you on the next one.